Hey guys, my name is Gloria and welcome back to my channel. I am still on my deep dive into the Twilight saga. I missed a couple of days there because I got quite drunk. It was my actual birthday on Wednesday and I turned 27 and I drank too much Prosecco and my plan for the week went to hell. So this is going up on Friday. I just have one more video after this, obviously, which I'll put up tomorrow anyway, but I'm still doing my deep dive into why I was such a twihard in my teens. A good 10-year anniversary of me reading Twilight, so today is Eclipse. I'm gonna take these off. I'm not hungover today. So I started reading this book and it almost gave me a heart attack because I got these from the book swap table at work. They're second-hand, they're not my books. I never thought to check the pages or anything. But I'd read the first chapter, I think, and then I lay down on the couch to read the rest, and I was flicking through trying to get to where I'd left off, and this fell onto my face, and let me tell you, it's not a happy face. That scared the living crap out of me when that fell out. This is from Twilight, not Eclipse, but oh, so weird. I probably had one of these. It's from HMV. Somebody just stuck in there, so that was terrifying. But yeah, Eclipse, the third book in the series. Pretty easy plot. There's an evil, soulless ginger who has raised an army to kill Bella, and they have to fight her off. Super simple, super easy. I'm going to argue that this is actually the best book in the series. It's the most exciting, it's the most straightforward, there's still the Jacob and Edward and blah 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 blah, but I think it's finally the romance stuff is a little bit more in the background, and this is about taking on the new vampires and killing them and making sure that they don't kill everyone else in the process. I do think I was possibly wrong about my Jacob assessment before. I don't think I understood when I was a teenager that she actually did love him as well. It was only reading it back this time that I realised she does actually love him, and if she'd never met Edward she would have been with him, but I think when I was reading it I was like, no, there's no one but Edward, there's no one but Edward, and even when she admitted to loving him I was like, she doesn't love him, she's an idiot. She's an idiot, but she does actually, I do get it, and it does, reading it through this, I don't know, the millionth time I read these, I am starting to get Jacob's angle on this. I do still think he was a manipulative prick though, and this is like, he used to be when he first comes into the books. He's super sweet and super nice, and then when he's fighting with Edward he's just straight up assaulting her and straight up forcing her to kiss him and straight up pretending he's going to commit suicide if she doesn't kiss him. Like, that's messed up. Like, people are always saying how Edward's so it's almost an abusive relationship and he's manipulative, but Jacob's fucking, he don't give a shit. Like, and the thing is, either did Bella. If somebody pretended that they were gonna kill themselves to make me kiss them, I would be pissed. But she's immediately just like, no, whatever, I don't care. Like, what is wrong with you, strange person? It is actually a little bit ridiculous how many people want this girl dead. They've just been trying to murder her from the start. I don't remember what it was like reading this the first time and not knowing that it was Victoria behind everything, but reading it this time it did seem quite obvious who was behind everything, and you know, they're supposed to be super smart and stuff, and they just didn't get it. I don't know. This is also the book where we find out Rosalie's story and that she was horribly murdered by her fiance and her fiance's friends, and all she wants in the world is a baby. And it is, I've been looking into Stephanie Meyer's, and I knew that she was Mormon, I knew that she was religious, and people sort of I hadn't like done a deep dive into how that affected the story in this and stuff. It's almost like she wanted Bella to be a modern person, a modern teenage girl that a lot of teenage girls could relate to, but she wanted to kind of nod at the things she should be doing. So she uses the Cullens and she uses Edward and his ultimatums of marriage and whatnot to kind of push these ideals on Bella. Bella doesn't give a crap about marriage. She doesn't want to get married, specifically. She does want to have sex, but they're not allowed to have sex until they get married. Never once does she ever mention children or babies. Spoiler alert, a baby is coming in the next book. But never once did she mention ever thinking about or considering having children whatsoever. But then Rosie brings it up and she still isn't interested. She's like, no, I never. She doesn't even mention, it's like a non-thing for her. Like, absolutely. Which makes sense if she's 18 years old, but they kind of push all these things on her. The perfect family of the Cullens kind of push all these religious ideals of marriage and parenthood and stuff on her, which it is kind of weird to read because it's supposed to be like a rebellious teenager stuck between vampires and werewolves, but they're no sex until marriage. That's important for some reason. I also got some weird racist undertones. I think it happened in the other books as well. I think she used the phrase beautiful in an exotic way to talk about one of the Native American women. But in this one, it's quite quote here. My first impression of Kim was that she was a nice girl, a little shy and a little plain. She had a wide face, mostly cheekbones, with eyes too small to balance them out. Her nose and mouth were both too broad for traditional beauty. Her flat black hair was thin and wispy in the wind that never seemed to let up atop the cliff. Nice, that's cool. Traditional beauty, yeah. I mean, Rosalie, because even the person that you hate and who hates you, well, you don't hate anyone because you're a fucking idiot. Rosalie's the most beautiful woman she's ever met because she's so pale and blonde, but Native Americans, not traditional beauty. I have another quote here that just points out exactly, I think, the absolute absurdity of her mind. They kind of make jokes all the time that Bella's crazy because she doesn't care about other people. She doesn't care whether Edward kills her or not. But this, I think, points out perfectly that she is. As I processed the fact that someone had created an army of vampires, the army that had gruesomely murdered dozens of people in Seattle for the express purpose of destroying me, I felt a spasm of relief. Cool. Yeah. All those people died because of me. Oh, thank God. Thank God it's about me again. It just makes no sense. She's got issues. She needed a therapist long before she got to Forks. But there you go, that's what you're dealing with here. Also, this is like the only book, almost, where she's scared the entire time because, I mean, she was scared in New Moon because something was coming to kill her, but in this one she has an actual response that makes sense because the army's coming and she's scared of dying. I think it's like the only time she is scared of dying. She doesn't, you know, boyfriend could murder you, don't care. Werewolf friend could turn into werewolf, murder you, don't care. But a ginger's coming. Oh God, the fear. So, but all in all, I actually really, I think this might be my favourite book of the series because it's more action, it's more plot progression. Jacob does show himself to be a prick. I mean, even if, you know, loving someone and knowing they love you isn't, it's not cause for assault, for sexual assault and forcing people to kiss you and stuff. So, really losing my patience for Edward, or for Jacob in this book. He's mean a lot of the time when he shouldn't be. But I did actually enjoy this book. Again, I think it's way too long. It's like almost 700 pages long. You don't need to waffle that much. Like, the second book in the series was over 600 pages. Like, it didn't need to be that long, and Breaking Dawn is 800. So I'm going to go burn this because it scared the living daylights out of me. I don't know why this is not what Robert Pattinson looks like. They weirded out these pictures so much. Like, I don't think his head is that square. It's bizarre. But yes, I quite enjoyed this one. I know for a fact I'm not going to enjoy Breaking Dawn. It's going to be a long haul of weirdness that I don't get. But I'm going to get through it. And it will be the final conclusion. And I will hopefully, by the end, understand why I like these books centered around everything that I don't actually like. And maybe understand 17-year-old me a bit better. Probably not, but we'll find out. So that is my review for today, my cringe review. I will be back tomorrow with the last video. It's absolutely planned. It's happening. If you like what I'm doing here, if you want to give me a belated birthday present, you can like and subscribe down below, or just leave a comment. You can tell me why I'm wrong. You can tell me why you like Twilight. If you still like Twilight, or if you absolutely hate Twilight. There's plenty of you out there. So I shall be back, and I will see you in the next video.